In this video, I'm going to look at these cloud-based security systems, the Blink, the Nest, the Canary, as well as the Arlo. All of these save you time and setup in that you don't have to set up your own server and that the footage is backed up securely in an off-site location, so it's a little bit more secure. The downside of this is that the US government can see and hear everything you do with any of these cameras with a court order. A recent news story showed how an Arkansas town had subpoenaed Amazon for the Amazon Alexa voice records in a murder investigation. You can bet that the audio and video of any of these devices would definitely be subpoenaed in a government investigation. So with that said, if you're still interested in purchasing one of these by chance, then let's look at how they compare. I'll look at ease of setup, whether it's wired or wireless, whether it requires a base station or not. The camera features as far as resolution, microphones, speakers, alarms, any other items that are included, as well as the total cost of ownership, because not only is there a base fee associated with these, but you have an upsell in the amount of storage that you can purchase in the cloud. So the ones that require a base station, that's going to be the Blink, which is right here, as well as the Arlo, which is a Netgear product right here. These both require a base station. And with the Arlo, you'll note that the base station isn't necessarily small either. It's going to require a significant amount of investment in space next to your router. The Blink's base station is smaller and can be positioned away from the router just wherever there's a USB port. The Blink, the Nest, as well as the Arlo are all mountable. This just has a little plate that you can unscrew here in the back and use basically a screw to mount. And then this one is magnetically mounted, so you just there's a plate that you screw into the wall, and then you can just plop this onto the mount because it's magnetic. And then this one here has a pretty interesting designed mount. So I mean, it's just a screw onto the wall, and you put this flat, and then this will go on top of that. But since it's a ball, you can position it in whatever angle easier to see whatever it is you're trying to monitor. And of course, the Canary here is not something that you're going to mount. It's just going to be something that you put on a table or a bookshelf someplace. So this could be simple in that sense, but also it's going to limit the amount of places that you can put this. So this is kind of designed for more like maybe 1 to 4 camera systems, and not to be like placed everywhere basically. So this is just something to consider when you're looking at this. So in general, you're going to want to consider how good you are with hiding wires. The downside to the wireless cameras is that they're going to require changing batteries, and they're also going to be a little bit restricted in some of the features. What sets the Nest apart is that it offers continuous video recording, so you can record 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And these others, in general, just record clips of when there's motion or sound detected. So next, let's move on to feature sets. As I stated, in general, the wired solutions are going to offer more coverage and longer clip periods, and they're also going to provide a higher resolution too. The Nest as well as the Canary are 1080p, and then the Blink as well as the Arlo are 720p, so just a little bit lower resolution because they are wireless. All of these offer night vision except for the Blink, so no night vision on the Blink. All offer one-way microphone communication, so you can hear what's going on in your house. The Nest offers two-way communication, so you can talk to whoever's in your house. Let me demonstrate that. So I can press and hold on to the microphone button. Test, test. Test, 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 test. The Canary doesn't offer a speaker to talk to the intruder, but you can sound an alarm with this. So let me show you what the alarm looks like. So I can zoom in here, and I've got an option here to sound the siren. So a decently loud siren as the deterrent to potential thieves. As some additional features on the Canary, you have the ability to monitor the environment here. So it'll show you the temperature ranges throughout the day, as well as humidity and air quality. So those are just kind of like bonus features, I guess. Lastly, let's look at price. Now, each of these runs between around $150 to $200 to purchase the actual unit itself. And for current prices, please click on the links in the description. It won't charge you anything extra, but it will help support this channel if you do buy anything for those links. On top of the base cost of these, there's usually going to be a upsell or a monthly cloud storage fee. So let's go through that. Blink is the only one of these not to offer an upsell package. So you just pay the one price for this, and this is going to include 7,200 seconds worth of storage. Now, this will create a clip whenever it senses motion, and that clip will be for 5 seconds. You can change in the settings to go up to a minute long with these clips. So if you do the recommended 5-second clip, that would give you 1,400 events that you can monitor. And if you did 60 seconds, then you would be down to 120 events. So that's the Blink. This is a good option if you don't want to sign up for a monthly plan. Canary's a little bit of a hybrid because it is wired, but it doesn't record 24/7. So it's only going to record movement, but it will record up to 10 minutes at a time. And if there's still movement after 10 minutes, it'll break it out into 2 separate clips. You get 24 hours worth of history for free with this. And if you want a 30-day history, it's only $10 a month. So this is a pretty affordable solution. Arlo offers another pretty attractive price for just recording clips. The default on Arlo is 10-second clips, but you can change this up to 2 minutes. Again, you've got to weigh in battery life and if you want to record the longer clips or not with this device. The free plan gives you 7 days worth of storage, and you can pay $10 for 30 days of storage or $15 for 60 days of storage. The free plan is going to give you 5 cameras. The first paid plan will give you 10 cameras, and then the maximum, the top tier plan will give you 15 cameras. What I don't have, but I do want to mention, is that Arlo offers another product which is very similar to the Nest. It's called the Arlo Q. This is a wired camera, which is 1080. It's got the two-way speaker in it. They offer 24/7 cloud video recording, or CVR. And that's optional. I mean, if you wanted to do the clips, you could do the clips still and get that 7 days free. But if you want to do 24/7, it actually has a better pricing than the Nest model for the 24/7 coverage with the Arlo Q. So for that, it's $10 per cam for 14 days of coverage, or $20 per cam for 30 days of coverage, and you get half off of additional cams. So first camera would be $20 for the 30-day coverage, and the next ones after that, if you had 2 and 3, would only be $10 a piece. Now let's compare that to the Nest. The Nest is going to give you continuous coverage in the free subscription, but it's going to only allow 3 hours, which makes it pretty useless if you're not paying for a subscription for the Nest, because that means you can leave for work in the morning at 9 a.m., get robbed at 10 a.m., and that footage will be gone by the time you return home. Now, obviously, you could receive text alerts at work, but then, like, do you really want to be disrupted with every time a package is delivered to your house and get the little notification that motion was detected? Like, yes, you could get by on the 3-hour plan, but I would feel better if this was at least a 24-hour plan for free. And then that way, I could get home from work, and if something was amiss, then I can look at the footage. But this offers, if you're not constantly monitoring it, it offers the chance that you could get robbed and then the footage could be gone. So with the Nest, $10 gets you 10 days, and $30 gets you 30 days of 24/7 coverage. Additional cams are half off. So, to compare that, it's $20 on the Arlo Q versus $30 on the Nest. So it's definitely more expensive to go with the Nest option if you're looking for 24/7 video coverage. So those are the main things to consider in purchasing one of these cameras. You're going to get a little bit more features, a little bit more camera resolution on the USB powered devices, but it might be a little bit more setup as far as like getting a wire to the location you want to mount it to. You're going to have easier installation with the wireless products, but then again, you're going to have to take them down every now and then and change out the batteries. I think that the Nest is probably going to offer the least amount of value as far as the both the free and the paid options. If you move outside of that, then Canary and Netgear are pretty decent as far as their free options and their paid options. Blink doesn't offer a paid option and is pretty limited in the fact that it doesn't have the night vision and is only going to record 7,200 seconds worth of data in the cloud. My personal opinion is that this one would probably not make my list, and I would, if I was going for a multi-camera solution, I would choose like the Netgear. If I was only going to buy 1 or 2 cameras, possibly the Canary would be a good fit. Never the Nest. That's just kind of my take on these, and just a very limited amount of usage. But feel free to leave your comments in the section below and tell me what your favorite of these products is and which one you decided to go with. And thanks as always for watching Consumerthon.